She call me El Jefe cause the barriers that's on me. I think I'm a carrier, I'm sick and fucking hungry. We go 7:30, but I don't know quit your bunny. Every day I'm serving, another day, another cussing.
What the heck is going on with y'all? It's your boy Heck, and I'm welcoming you back to the What.Da.Hecpodcast, where basketball is an art and the court is our canvas. First things first, this goofy forgot to press record, but I gotta redo the intro, but it doesn't matter. You know why? We got the GOAT, the CEO, my son wearing the fresh drip with that Team Phoenix merch that he forgot to send me.
Sizes is coming soon.
New size is coming soon.
New sizes coming soon.
My main man, my boy. As we all said, he's the captain of the ship now, and nobody around me is drowning. He came from a water fountain. I'm Smith. What about it?
Yeah. That's real good tunes right there.
My
I don't know
boy,
about that.
the man, the myth, the legend himself, Villen. What you gotta say to the people, man?
Yeah, man. We have another banger. Another great episode coming soon. Stay in tune. Great introduction by Heck, as always.
The first introduction was not perfect, so the second one had to be a little bit better. Feel me? So, in this episode, we're going to be talking about a couple of things. Last time we had a little bit of a longer segment. This time I'm gonna short enough for you. First things first, we gotta talk about the mid fest called the All-Star Week.
The Mid Fest. Ah, man. It's not what it used to be.
It ain't the same. But I will say Kawhi Leonard did drop 31. So I'm like, that's a positive.
That was a quick 31 too.
It's like,
8 minutes. 8 minutes of play. 31 points.
Then we gotta talk about hands being thrown. Isaiah Stewart running on the court like he out here. He out here don't dunk, no smoke. Then we gotta talk about college basketball.
Oh.
We got a star in the making, but the problem is he only plays 18 minutes a game. I have never seen that a day in my life.
That about.
Fourth segment, I forgot to mention, we gotta talk about the James Harden trade because that happened after we discussed our trade.
Definitely.
And last but not least, we got Twitter fingers, and then we on to the next. Hey man, y'all already know the drill. Let's get straight to the action. So boom. Prior to the All-Star break, a couple things happened. First, James Harden got traded for Darius Garland and fillers. Now, honestly, I didn't think the Cavs would do something like that because James Harden is dang on near is about to be in the retirement home soon. We got James Harden demanding another trade. Villen, what are your thoughts on that?
I think, at what point do you stop? At what point do you say enough is enough? I keep demanding trades. I'm not getting to the team that's winning a championship. When do I stop? And, I feel like it could have worked. James Harden, Kawhi, Paul George, or could have worked a few years ago.
Mhm.
A few years ago, it could have worked. Not last year. Last year, no. It's too late. So he requests another trade. I feel like, wow, you're already at home. You're already older. What team could you really go to win a chip? That's not named Oklahoma City Thunder or Denver Nuggets or Boston Celtics. There's no other team that's gonna win a chip in the next few years. So he goes and requests a trade. Cleveland Cavaliers.
All I gotta say,
Just think about that for a second.
hey man, you know what I say? I don't know if you have fans of Pokemon, but he's trying to be a trade evolution.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, it's working. There was like a 8-game winning streak, but I don't think it can be sustained. While James Harden, yes, is an upgrade from Darius Garland for sure by far.
I can agree.
But James Harden is like what, 36?
Yep, he is
37?
36.
If they don't win it this year, what is their goal? What's their plan? They're a top seeded team, so they don't have draft picks. What's their plan? This is a bad, but we know Cleveland is a bad managed organization, and this is, I guess, is their attempt at win now. Poor, but this is their attempt. So now we have James Harden just wasting his career away, becoming a journeyman. For what? For nothing. He's just tarnishing his legacy. I feel like, you're at home, LA. Just stay. Just finish your career there. It's over. If you're not getting to OKC, you're not getting to Boston, you're not getting to Denver, you're not getting to Milwaukee, Philly, no, like Cleveland.
I never heard anybody say we want to go to Cleveland for a vacation.
Never heard. I've never heard it.
Shout out to Joakim Noah.
Hell's Kitchen, New York native.
New York native. Nah. What else does it say, man? I'm gonna explain them to you. At this point, as I always will sit there and say this, at this point, James Harden need to sit there, need to start trading, need to stop being traded. He needs to just chill. I think he needs to chill. The reality of the situation is, I don't think they're gonna go nowhere because the problem is, Donovan Mitchell is going to be Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs, but James Harden is going to be James Harden in the playoffs. Both of them really cannot guard. Donovan Mitchell can guard, but it's like
he can guard guards.
He can guard guards. But we seen what Tyrese Halliburton did. The other thing is, I'm like, after a while with James Harden, it's like it's the same song and dance.
Yeah. He doesn't get it done.
The problem is the same song and dance every single year with James Harden. And every single postseason game, from his time in Houston to his time in OKC to his time now, he has not showed up in the playoffs. OKC, they need him to play well against the Miami Heat. He didn't play well. Houston blew a 3-2 lead. Then was on then it was a Spurs series. Blocked by Manu. Before it was blocked by James, it was blocked by Manu. Then the Brick Fest, which was Game 7 in the Western Conference Finals. Then he had 13 turnovers in an elimination game. Game 6 the following year, he didn't play well, but it was not like it was more so that was more so on Chris Paul than it was on James Harden. Then it was the Bucks series. Now, granted, he was playing on one leg, so I give him a pass for that. Then the 76ers series. Do we need to talk about that one?
No.
After a while, you get to a certain point where the problem, where you sit there and look at James Harden and his play, you go, it's Harden. And honestly, I don't think Harden at 36 years old is going to show us anything different from his career. Because the reality of the situation is, you're not going to. Why teams that are led by Harden do not do well in the playoffs is when he goes into the rim and he does these arm swipes and try to get all these free throws and all these fouls that he normally gets in the regular season. He don't get them. He's an isolation basketball player, so he's going to pat the rock, take 30 million dribbles, and shoot a step back three. When those don't go in, guess what? Now you got a problem. So the reality of the situation.
Down by 10. Now
you're down by 20, and you're wondering why. And then you're wondering why James Harden, why we're losing every single series. Honestly, it sucks to say this because James Harden was one of my players I watched growing up, and I emulated my game around him. But the reality of the situation is, after a while, it's going to be the same thing every single year. The only difference is he has one. It's going to be a little bit more worse because he's not the same James Harden as he was in his prime. His vision's still there, though. I'm not going to hold you, but if the Cavaliers are going to go to the NBA Finals, it's going to be on the back of Donovan Mitchell. And even then,
think they're beating the Knicks?
No. Honestly, Donovan Mitchell will drop 40 and 50, but is he going to? But besides that, is he going to? Not really. Man, I can go on day. Listen, as I always sit there and say this, I can go on day by day. But hey, man, Let us know how y'all feel about the James Harden trade in the comment section below. The next segment we gotta talk about. But we on to the next. The next segment that we gotta talk about is we gotta talk about the fights in the NBA. So there's a couple of them. There's a couple ones. One, there was Nas Reed versus the dude from the Hawks. I forgot his name. Right. Nas Reed had the guy yoked up by his jersey.
Or
Nas, we can't be doing that. I understand you're from Jersey. You big jelly, and we know how we get.
Park.
We know how we get down over here. But come on, man.
Sometimes, you feel me? You can take yourself out the hood.
You
You can't take the hood out of you. You feel me? The kid. Asbury Park, Jersey, East Coast. When
Right.
somebody playing with you. Boom! Boom! It comes out, it comes out. I feel like, it's a contact sport. Feel me? Dudes is trash talking, it's physical. There's gonna be fights, There's gonna be somebody you want to grab by the collar. There's gonna be somebody you gotta let them know who you are. Feel me?
Listen, but the big fight that we gotta discuss is the Malice at the Airway Center. Now, first things first, the Charlotte Hornets have been impressing everybody, even the commentator. Oh, right.
Word.
He's actually hyped seeing them playing well. Honestly, I always say this. I will never pick LaMelo Ball in fantasy basketball ever again because he always gets hurt. But he's been playing healthy. He's been healthy. He's been playing well. Shooting one-footed threes.
Yep.
And you know who else been playing well? Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham in the Detroit Pistons. So there was always going to be an energy that was going to be there.
Right.
So here's what happened. Jalen Duren and Musa. Let me use some background. The big man from the Charlotte Hornets, Musa, and Jalen Duren have been playing each other since high school. Jalen Duren has been carving him since high school.
Right.
So it started off a little bit trash talk, a little bit chippy. Musa got in the guy's face, and Jalen said, "What do the 5 fingers say in the face? Mush!" Palm the dude's face. Musa, being about that life, was like, "Nah, bro, we ain't having that." Tobias Harris grabbed him, which we from New York. You don't grab the ops, but the coach finally grabbed Musa. Then Musa proceeded to sit there and toss the coach to the front row. He proceeded to chase after Jalen Duren. Then we got to deal with our favorite rapper,
RTB.
Miles Bridges, trying to fight Jalen Duren. And you know what happened? Isaiah Stewart, who is from Brooklyn.
Jamia Khan. The
My
big
man,
Rasta.
Big beef. They call him Beef Stew because he don't be ducking beef and he be stirring shit.
Yo.
He proceeded with the ice packs on his knees.
Straight from the locker room.
Straight from the locker room. See, this
Straight from the
man's getting hot. Proceeded to sprint on the court and proceeded to get Miles Bridges the beats by Dre that he should have been receiving for obvious reasons. We're not going to talk about those obvious reasons. So all I got to sit there and say is, Villen, a lot went on in that fight. What is your thoughts?
I'm not gonna lie, look, feel me? I tell my kids don't get into fights on the court. Out of no fight policy. But feel me, at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta defend yourself, sometimes you gotta stick up for your teammates. So there's certain exceptions, sometimes there's exceptions to the rule. Especially in the NBA, they're not batting an eye if you run out the locker room. You might get a little suspension. But you got to do that for team morale. You got to run out the locker room. You got to put your hands up when they're playing with your teammates. Plus 20% chemistry. I think there should be more fights. Not gonna lie. I think there should be more fights, more displays of passion, more roughhousing. Cause you feel me? We're men. We was born to fight, put our lives on the line for the sport. Fight to the death for what you believe in. We're men. That's what we was born to do. So I'm all for the fights in the NBA. They're not even throwing punches.
I mean, bro.
It'd be a little different if there was fist to chin, fist to jaw. Dudes was getting their eyes punched out, leaking. It's different.
Amen.
But it's just men yoking each other up. We need that. We need a little more than that.
I mean, bro. Isaiah Stewart was not playing games, bro. He was he was if you see the clip, all I gotta sit there and say is he had Miles Bridges went for the double A. He said, "Nope, me."
It's a fact.
All I gotta sit there and say is, Miles Bridges, you need to take some jiu-jitsu classes, my guy.
Nah, word,
That double
takedown.
leg.
I will say he might have got that takedown off if it was just them two and there was no other people around. I think he would have got the takedown.
Fair enough. I'm gonna explain this to you about fighting and about how my views on fighting. Here's my views on fighting. I have no problem with defending yourself, and I have no problem with you defending yourself, and I have no problem with people fighting. My only rule is, one, is it a fair fade? Two, can I understand the reason why you two are fighting? And three, at what point is it the fight is going to be contained? Because respectfully, some people are about that life, and some people are not. I'm be honest with you. And the last thing we need to do is have another Kermit Washington situation, and somebody gets seriously injured because of a punch.
True.
Now, Isaiah Stewart, I kind of feel bad for Duncan Robinson because Duncan Robinson was like, God. He's like, yeah, we growing. Nice, look at the growth. He see this. He's
He was about to drop it.
Listen.
Drop the bomb.
If you dropped the N, if he said these N bombs, I'd have sat. We would have sat there. I'd have sat there, and be like, you know what? You get a pass for that because I get it. But the reality of the situation is, having Isaiah Stewart on your team, he's gonna make because he ran off the bench, which cost him 7 games. To be fair, if Bill Davis hurt, he would have got 30.
Yes, fact.
Because he ran off the bench for his teammate and took the 7-game suspension, nobody's gonna mess with any of the stars on the Pistons.
Nah.
So
Cade is teams good. Are not messing with right now.
Cade is good. Jalen Duren is good. A lot of these guys is good. And honestly, the reason why Isaiah Stewart sat there and went on the court was because Isaiah Stewart seen Miles Bridges try to punch on Jalen Duren. And being from Brooklyn, you look out for your own.
Respect.
Now, what I will sit there and say is, we need fights, we need entertainment, we need this. But as long as my rule is this: as long as we're not seeing people getting knocked out on the court, that's when the NBA. That's where I have a problem with the NBA.
Right.
With the fights in the NBA. If it's controlled, I have no problem with it. But if it's not controlled, then we're just sitting out here seeing people just getting beat up, getting caught leaking. It can do harm to the other person. It can do harm to everything else. But anyway, ironically enough, the result of the game we don't care about. We were so focused on the fight, we forgot about the result of the game. And I think the Pistons ended up winning that game too.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, right. One thing I will sit there and say is my issue is now here's my problem. Where I have a problem. My issues is with the suspensions. Jalen Duren should at least have gotten 5 games for that.
Yeah.
Two was a slap on the wrist. You started a fight. You mushed the Abasi in the face. Whatever. Musa, 7 games. Miles Bridges, 10 games. Mind your business. Isaiah Stewart, 30. I have never, bro.
Ran out the locker room.
Ran out the locker room.
Ice still on his knees.
Like, yeah, I'm here. Because of that, he had to go. The problem is, and the way I look at it is, I don't know whether Adam Silver is trying to be a disciplinary, or he's trying to sit there and be less lax than Nathan Stern. But a lot of times, if you do not want fights happening, the suspension got to be so crazy that you go, damn. Because 2 games ain't gonna do it.
True.
But like, let's say for argument's sake, your star player fights, and he gets a 15-game suspension. That means if he gets a 15-game suspension, that means he's not gonna be qualified for end of season rewards.
He got at least what, 65 or 55?
It's 65 games, which I'm not a big. Honestly, there's a lot of rules.
That's harsh.
I'm gonna be real with you. There's a lot of rules in the NBA that I'm not really a big fan of, like the new rules, like the 65-game rule. I'm not really a big fan of. And honestly, the other rule I'm not a big fan of is all the rules that Adam Silver's been changing. But it is what it is.
I think he cares about ratings. That's it.
I mean,
he don't really care about the players like that.
I mean, bro, it's his job to care about the ratings. But as I always will tell you this,
I think the ratings were fine until he started messing with stuff.
I mean, bro, we can sit there and talk. Like, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. First rule, first thing that had issues with ratings. Okay, changing the foul rules in the middle of the game and started making it feel like because it started off like him making unnecessary rule changes. Previous year, he made rules that impacted trades. So the first thing he did was he didn't allow you cannot trade picks more than 5 years out. Now he made the rule about trades. You basically cannot build a super team.
Yeah.
You cannot, right? Now it used to be lottery protected. Now you can only have top 4 and top 14 protected picks. Right? Because of the fact that it matters, a lot of the rule changes, I think a lot of people have been being fans of Adam Silver and how he's ran the league, and that's kind of one of the reasons why the league has not been the same. Now, I generally think once they get a new GM and when they get a new commissioner in, the regime should be will improve, but it is what it is. But hey, man, let us know how y'all feel about the NBA fights in the comment section below. But with that, we on to the next segment. The third segment that we're going to talk about is the mid-tier festival of All-Star Week. There was a lot to talk about. First things first, the slam dunk contest was a 3-letter word that I cannot say on the air without remaining monetized. It begins with an A and ends with an S.
Resembles donkey.
Or
it smells bad.
Basura. Garbage. Jace Richardson almost put himself in the hospital trying to do a dunk. I have never seen somebody hit the side of the backboard. I have. Blake Griffin did it first. But I've not seen somebody did it on the side of the backboard on a dunk. In a slam dunk contest. I'm like, my man. It was like, bro, you good?
At least he tried.
Then the dude from the Miami Heat who won the dunk was just dunked the ball and was doing doggies and dancing. I'm like, and ironically enough, the dude from the Magic who was supposed to win the dunk contest lost because he missed his last dunk. I'm like, bro, come on. As I always will sit there and say this, the dunk contest has been mid for the last couple of years. Mac McClung made okay. Here's my thing about the slam dunk contest. Where's the ingenuity? We need excitement. I'm not sitting there saying everything got to be an ease bag, but bring back jump over a Lamborghini.
Or time.
Do some.
I think the even bigger problem is nobody knows who the hell is in this dunk contest.
That's the other issue.
The people entering these dunk contests are like rookies, not even the star rookies, like random rookies, G League players, 2A players, randoms. That's one problem. The second problem is the whack dunks. The dunks that okay, I can't dunk, but like the dunks that these guys are doing in the dunk contest, you could do these dunks in the game. Let's be real. On a fast break.
Let me put it this way. Jackson Hayes took off from the dotted line.
Bum. He's a bum.
And did a basic tomahawk dunk. I'm like, bro.
Jackson Hayes is a bum that beats women, and his dunk was trash. That's all I gotta say.
Amen. Man, that dunk was trash. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, bro, at this point, the NBA needs to pay us to watch the dunk contest.
Literally. Community service at this point. We're watching it.
Pretty much. The reality is
anything All-Star Weekend.
That's true. How to save the dunk contest? Up the pot. If the winner gets $100,000 or maybe $1 million.
Yeah, man.
And the 700 and the runner-up gets $500K. Now you're gonna get stars doing this.
They got the money. They got the money. Yo, they need to start taking notes from Unrivaled. The women are doing it better right now. Unrivaled 1-on-1 tournament, you win 200,000. They getting paid WNBA salary, like the highest salary is 250,000 per year. So they are Unrivaled is matching the WNBA salary, basically the highest WNBA salary. They're matching. I'm not saying NBA needs to offer $200 million for winning a contest, but you gotta offer something. There's no incentive. There's no incentive for going out there and getting embarrassed if you miss a dunk or you lose. There's no incentive for it, and all these contests are stale.
That's true.
3-point contest is stale. Dunk contest is stale. Do they even the skills challenge the way they got it now stale? And they got these random. They don't even do the like remember they used to have the it would be like a legend from the team, a current star from the team, and like the rookie of the team or whatever, and like they would like shoot it from random. They don't even do that. Like they gotta mix it up. It's the same thing every year, the same trash every year. Nobody want to see that. So like they need to do something to revitalize the All-Star Weekend. For me personally, I don't even watch the All-Star Weekend no more. I watch the All-Star game. If I even get to it. If I get to it, I watch the All-Star game. If not, I really don't care. I didn't miss nothing. Because it's trash anyway. They don't try nothing. But this year the All-Star game is kind of good. And they tried.
I mean, they put it this way. It starts, okay. To start off with the All-Star game, now we went to the All-Star game. Create a one-on-one tournament.
Yes, please.
Bringing it to three categories: guards, bigs, and wings. Right? Have each star or each player playing one category. Because Nikola Jokic playing Steph Curry is not going to be a fair matchup. Because Nikola Jokic, all he has to do is post him up and get 6 straight layups every single time. Have them win about $1 million each, and people will watch that.
Simple.
Slam dunk contest. The problem is nobody we care about is in the slam dunk contest.
Mm-mm.
Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, Aaron Gordon. Even though Aaron Gordon, he should have at least one ring. To be honest with you.
Well, Shane and Sharp in here. Shane and Sharp, he was in the dunk contest like a couple years ago. Bring him back.
Bring these guys back.
Come on, man.
Increase the pot, and you're gonna increase the sales. 3-point shooting contest. The reality situation is we don't care about that because in the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that Steph is the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
And honestly, even if Steph Curry loses a 100 3-point shooting contest, we don't care because we already know what Steph is.
Basically.
But it was good to sit there and see Damian Lillard shooting and playing in the 3-point contest, especially coming off the injury. So that means we know that fact that his jump shot's still gonna be there. Man, now we gotta talk about the All-Star game. Honestly, here's the thing. How I feel about it is, we're not gonna. A lot of the players in the All-Star game are not going all out.
Definitely not.
Except for Wemby. Wemby, I respect it.
Yes.
Right? And I respect it because Wemby coming in there and running to the post, demanding the ball and dunking on people. I'm like, a lot of the problems is, it's like, the vets, I think I always sit there and say this. The older guys set the culture and set the generation.
Right.
So what happens is, people BSing in the All-Star game is going to sit there and travel down to the younger players. Whether it be in Kawhi Leonard, whether it be in Kyrie, whether it be in all these people. Now, what I will sit there and say is about the All-Star game is what we did see. Kawhi Leonard dropped 31 points in 12 minutes. I'm like,
what?
Like, my man, that dude would have had, like, if that was a real game, he would have had, like, 60.
Easy, too. Like, just going to the spot. Hold up.
As I... Honestly, bro, I'm going to do a film... If you listen, by the time this video is going to come out, I'm going to do a film study on Kawhi Leonard on his 30-point game in the All-Star game, because that's actually a really good watch. A lot of times, I think, as I always sit there and say, what do I always say? If you want to be good at basketball, make the game as simple as possible. Because when you're doing too much, you make a game too much. 2 dribbles, get to the spot, shot. Pump fake, get to the spot, shot. Get to the spot, hezzy, go to the rim, dunk the ball. Simple basketball. There's 2 players who are very good at basketball. There's the guys who make the simple things look very easy, and the guys who make the difficult things look very easy. Kyrie Irving makes the difficult things look extremely easy. Kawhi Leonard makes the simple things look very easy. So when you understand that and you understand that concept, it makes playing basketball easily. In Anthony Edwards won All-Star Game MVP. I don't really love Ant-Man, but sometimes I'm like, Ant-Man, you gotta sometimes be a little bit more media trained. They asked him a question about, are you gonna play hard this All-Star game? He goes, we'll see. I'm like, come on, bro.
That's why you gotta appreciate him. He's real. He's not media trained. It's not a script. You know what I mean? He's saying the real all the time, and he's entertaining.
You know what? You 100% right, but I'm like, man, I want some hope.
You know they're not gonna play it real, man. You know they're not gonna play it real. They're not risking getting injured or All-Star game.
You right,
it's a different time.
You right, but remember, I see these guys play harder than Rico Hines.
And Rico Hines, they're not playing that hard, bro.
Yeah, they are.
And they make it look good. Like they might play hard for like a possession or two, but I don't know. Also, Rico Hines not playing that. You feel me? Like you're gonna send your ass out the gym if you're not playing. If you think you're not playing hard.
That's fair. But to be fair, bro, when you're playing with 4 other pros and who are competitive and you are losing and you doing dumb, you know what? Guess what's going to end up happening? One of these dudes is gonna chew your ass. Is gonna chew you out.
But get him out of here.
Hey, yo, you good, bro? Like, you good, bro? Man,
word though.
I mean, I'm chilling, yo, man. I'm trying to chill, bro. No, we not doing this. I get it. Let me explain something to you. If anybody who hasn't have ever played pickup, the last thing that you want to ever see in your life is you see your teammate not trying, calling himself not trying.
Word.
And on a court with 5 nexus.
Yo, what, bro? Brooklyn Bridge Park.
We got Pier 45.
Pier 45, all that, man.
Shoot.
I'm a competitive natured person. I always go hard when I'm playing. I don't care. Me go hard is having fun. 'Cause I like to win when it's fun. So
Mhm.
I hate playing with people that don't have the same mindset. They be like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna take it easy till the other team is up by 5. Like, no, bro. Oh,
Listen,
oh, oh.
I'm explaining
You need
something
to
to you.
win.
As I said in the last video, that's why people. That's why you. If people wonder why you. Okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example, and this is something I'm I'm gonna explain to you about playing one-on-ones with Villen. There are some players who, as I said it in the last video, I'm gonna say it again in this video. You wonder why you lose. You're not trying. You sit there, you get skunked. Then you run it back, and you go, "Oh man, play me for the bread. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat you for the bread." Because let me tell you exactly what's going to happen. Listen, there's rule number 1, fellas. I'm gonna explain this to you like this: never, if you're playing pickup basketball, never play for any money unless you know that dude, or unless you are really about that life.
Or be ready to fight too.
Feel me? Because best believe, I'm 28 years old. I don't listen. I can sit there and be like, yo, I got you. Fit yo, $100 on me. I'll pay you for $100. First things first. What if that dude? So if that dude don't got my money, don't got my money on. I gotta get out of character. Don't got energy for that. I pay. Listen. Then if I lose, I hate losing money. Right? 3. Now there's no refs and there's no. Listen, fellas, be smart. That's all I gotta say. Be smart. I can go on a rant for this. Listen, just be smart.
Please.
Please be smart. Don't play for money. And honestly, if you care about something, give it your effort. Because if you don't care about something, and if you don't do well and you don't care, don't sit there and be like, "Oh, I should have bid. I didn't care. I wasn't trying." That's your problem, bro. With all that being said, y'all already know the drill. We on to the next segment. Now, we got a little special treat for y'all. We're gonna be talking about college basketball.
Yep.
We got Cameron Boozer. I did a video on him. Feel free to check that video out. AJ DeBiza. DeBanza.
I think it's the Banter.
AJ DeBanza. I'm going to make a video on him because he deserves one.
Stuff. Yeah.
He is a star.
But so
The only thing I need to see from him is a much improved jump shot, but it will get there. AJ DeBanza. Going to be stud. But you know the player that we got to talk about? Darren Peterson. Pause. Can't corner girl has bad deep.
I was hoping you put that too.
All I gotta sit there and say is, bro, Darren Peterson is the only player I have seen in my life drop 20 points in 18 minutes consistently. Him not playing has been so bad that his own coach called him out for missing games. And then when he plays, he looks like he's a stud on the court. But our frustration has always been he's been mailing it in. I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to show enough, but he's not trying to hurt himself, which I understand. But with all that being said, Villen, what you think? What's your thought process on Darren Peterson?
What
And
what I don't get about him, why only play the first half? Like, play the second half. So you could close the game. Don't just start a game and then watch it finish and you don't do Harden. Don't do anything. Play the second half, close the game out, show that you that guy. I closed the game out. I'm number 1. Pick me. I get he's not trying to get hurt. All that. All right, understand. He's good enough. He's good enough to dictate his own playing time at that point. Because even though it's Bill Self, a decorated coach, a decorated college coach, a veteran coach, all that, right? as a coach, there's only so much you can hold a player accountable if they're that talented. He not going to not play the consensus top 2 pick in the NBA draft. He's going to play him because at the end of the day, he want to win. So he gonna play. He gonna play him however much time he's gonna play. If that's only 18 minutes in the first half, or first and second half combined, so be it. But no, I don't really like. That's I don't mess with it. Like if you're gonna play scared, you give it more self chance risk. So like we talked about AJ DeBansa, right? Like he just played 40 straight minutes. He played every single minute of the game against number 6 ranked Iowa State to get the dub. And they even do shots at they do subliminal shots at Derek Peterson. They said, "Oh, if you got to play 40 minutes, you're gonna play." He said, "Of course, that's what it takes to win. I'm gonna play 40 minutes." That to me separates. The two of them, right? Because Darren Peterson obviously is like super gifted as a scorer, as a player, all that. But him only playing limited minutes, like whether no matter what the reason is, to preserve his energy, is to not get injured, whatever it is, it shows a difference in mindset from I'm gonna play 40 minutes if that's what it takes to win, and that's the divider between the two. That so I don't got nothing against Derek Peterson. If that's what he wants to do, cool, do it. He's still tough. He's still a skilled player. He's still a top 2 pick. But if I'm a GM picking between him and AJ, I'm picking AJ. Straight like that.
I'm young. Now, here's the thing. I'm explaining this to you. This draft is a 5-man race. It's AJ DeBansa, it's Darren, it's Carlos. It's Cameron. It's the Boozer twin. It's the dude from Houston.
Flemings?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And I forgot the last one.
USC? Caleb Wilson?
Yeah, I think it's Caleb Wilson. Yeah. It's a 5-player race for the number 1 pick, and I honestly feel that it's all about who you need and who gets the pick. Here's my thing: AJ DeBansa is the best. Is the consensus, in my opinion, is the best player in college basketball. Hands down, case closed. Cameron Boozer, as a college basketball player, is an elite college basketball player, but I don't know if his skills are going to translate well to the NBA. I think he's going to be like a Marvin. He's going to be like a Marvin Bagley, averaging like 15 a game in the league.
Yeah. I haven't seen. I'm not sold on him. I'm not sold on any of the Boozers right now.
Feel me? And it's like, why I like Cameron is his basketball IQ is off the chart. He has a knack for being in the right place in the right time and also getting easy buckets. And he really doesn't. Now, the problem is him being a back to the basket power forward in this era is not really a good fit because he really doesn't have the frame to play the 5, to be honest with you. And honestly, I don't know if he can guard in the perimeter. Because remember, he's not going to be guarding. They're going to be having him at the 4. So that means he's going to be guarding Giannis. He's going to be guarding Braun. He's going to be guarding KD. And he's going to be guarding KD and down. Everybody. So, I don't know.
It's gonna be tough on him, for sure.
Darren Peterson, he dropped 18 points in 23 minutes. Like my man's. Now, I understand that you want to conserve stamina and you want to conserve energy, but my man's, it's like, okay, as a businessman, I get it. Play smart, protect yourself, protect your assets. And honestly, even though I generally feel that now he can sit there, be a D1, he's going to go into the league regardless. You got to protect yourself at the end of the day. Now, granted, at this point, if you knew that you're only going to play like 18 minutes, and you're only trying to play like 18, 20 minutes a game, my question is, why I'm worried is what happens when you have to play a full NBA season.
Exactly. He's not preparing himself. He's sitting out. He's not getting injured. Yeah, but like, you're a top 2 pick.
They
You
expect you
think
to play.
Washington not gonna need you? You feel me? Like, you think Washington not gonna need you to play 30 plus minutes a game,
It's like this.
or whatever team you go to? They gonna need you.
Think about this. if you're going top 5, that means he's going to a team that needs an actual scorer. So that means that means they're going to expect him to be playing 36 minutes a game, especially if he's going to be as a lead guard. So the fact of the matter is that the thing is, it's called coasting. People was comparing him to, it's called coasting and prepping yourself. So that means I'm not sitting there saying you guys sit there and go hard every single minute of the game, right? But there's some elite players know how to take possessions off. I.e., James Harden, he don't play defense. Or Braun, he stopped playing defense. It's understanding when to take possessions off and understanding how to conserve your energy. But that's neither here nor there. But hey, man, let us know how y'all feel about the college basketball season in the comment section below. But with that, we on to the next. So, okay, as y'all all know, we have my favorite segment left, Twitter Fingers. Twitter Fingers is a segment where I scour the comment sections for all y'all talking junk, all y'all talking junk. And you know what happens? We either sit there and say, is it a W take or an L take, right? But listen, all I gotta sit there and say is, on TikTok, y'all been talking crazy about me on TikTok. So we're gonna start off with there. First things first. All right. On my last video on how to getting a bucket on TikTok, we got 2 commenters say, I genuinely think every varsity Cooper could do this. Facts. These TikTok accounts just be talking. Just play the video, dog. We from New York. You know how we respond to that? If y'all know what it is, y'all know what it is. We know what it is.
You know.
If you know, we know.
What was the video?
It was the video about me breaking down Trey Murphy doing a push cross to a pullback combination. How to get buckets.
Man, these varsity hoopers out here, bro. And I know because I got varsity hoopers on my team. I'm not saying that they can't do that. I'm saying they're teammates.
You know, as I'm gonna tell you something, Villen. Here's the problem with basketball. If you feel that I can sit there and do a good job of breaking out, any varsity hooper could do this, that means I'm doing a good job of explaining it to you, making it simple.
Fact. It's a fact.
So you know what that means? We give this an L take, and y'all can sit there and hold. Y'all can sit there. Go to the Frank stand.
Yeah, word, man. Well, anyone saying stuff like that was never a varsity hooper.
Fair enough.
Because the standard of skill in basketball is not varsity high school hooper. That's just the tip of the iceberg. The varsity hoopers, the varsity hoopers, and it really depends what state, like city, like division, all that. All of the varsity hoopers in New York City in the public school athletic league PSAL, you'd be surprised how many of them can't do a proper push cross. Carry, they're throwing the ball too far and can't catch up to it. It's getting ripped. All that. You'd be surprised. And I'm certain it's not just exclusive to PSAL in New York City. I'm certain that there's varsity players all across the country that can do a push cross, and it's okay because some people are specialists and they're good at one thing. And they're good enough at that one thing to be a varsity hooper. It's not that hard to be a varsity hooper. You just have to be good enough at one thing and play that role well enough that no one else can play that role on the team, and you need it to be on the team. Or
You
you're
can be tall.
6'5" and taller.
Because they'll sit there and take one look at you like, yup, you on the team.
Exactly. It's just high school. There's 100,000 high schools in every state. Probably more.
The next comment we're going to talk about is going to be a more positive comment. from Terrell on TikTok. Once you realize the last three dribbles in the combinations are important, you instantly become better. That's actually true.
Very true.
The biggest thing is we talked about this. Comes from the video of me talking about you want to get better at basketball when you understand how to play with 3 dribbles or less. The reality of the situation is that's a W basketball take. A lot of times it takes a lot of players don't understand the fact that the matter is I don't need to sit there and do a 20 dribble combination. Hezzy, 2, the first dribble is a read, the second dribble is to get your feet underneath you, and the third dribble is a reaction after that, after the second dribble.
Yep.
Keep it simple. W take. Shout out to Rel. W take.
I actually saw that comment today. Or I seen that this morning on TikTok.
Shout out to TikTok.
Where
Now we gotta give an L comment to this dude. We got one person who put heart emojis. Oh, my pics put blushing face
no
emojis.
way. No way. Damn, heck, you got secret admirers out here, bro.
Hey, man. W take. Listen. I love the secret admirers, but it's crazy for coming from somebody you don't know.
That's what makes it a secret.
Nah, man, chill. Now, the next segment, we're going to go on YouTube. These come from our YouTube. Yay. On how to play through contact, my Anthony Edwards video. Ant has been surgical on the court. Moves are powerful, but still meticulous. Ant has a great blend of finesse and force. W take or L take?
I get that a W for sure. That's like the perfect description of how he plays. Like he just I'm not gonna lie, like he's kind of like the perfect shooting guard because like he's quick enough to blow past you, strong enough to dunk. His shot is good enough to pull up anywhere. Like his handle is good enough to break you down. Like he plays defense, all that. Like he's good enough to bring the ball up. Like he's just everything you could need in a shooting guard. Like he is that.
I can agree with that, bro.
W take.
Only thing I would recommend and he ever need to work on is his playmaking, but that's neither here nor there.
Man, when you could put 30 points at any given night on the board, who are you passing the ball to?
Rudy Gobert?
Yeah.
Never mind. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
He could get my rebounds.
Get off the glass. I'm open. Get off the glass.
7 for 2, right? 7 for 2, right? Get my rebound.
But hey, man. Listen, shout out to everybody. If y'all comment, shout out to all the comments and all the posts on my page. I read all the comments. When the comments are good, we're good. We love them. We appreciate y'all. When the comments aren't, we'll cut you out. Excuse me. Like, we'll flame you. And we'll send you to the Frank stand.
Facts.
But hey, man. With all that being said, we're on to the next segment. Now, this is the wrap up, man. So first things first, a lot of things have happened, man. A lot of things have happened in the past month. Couple things. Oh yeah, my son Villen played at the Barclays Center. He got the dub. I already edited the video for him. If y'all didn't see it, I will tag that video in. I will tag that video there. I'll tag the video on Instagram.
Hold on, I gotta cut you off. Okay, I can't say that. I ain't get the dub. We lost by a game winner. What I can say though, it was 18 and under, but the other team had 20-year-old players. That's what I will say. I set my loss. It was a game winner. We lost, but the other team had 20-year-old players. Advertised as 18 and under. That's all I'm gonna say.
All I gotta say, Villen.
That's all.
Do you need me to shave?
Yo, this summer is gonna get scary, man. I'm putting myself on this roster.
Hey man, say here, you got to sit there, CB, with the clean shave, with the goatee.
Yo,
You're like,
yo,
hey yo, wait.
I mean, me, you, and Malik.
All you
In the
see is us
squad.
throwing lines.
Facts. And be like, yo, wasn't he the coach? Like, yeah, I'm 19.
Hey man, listen, I was 19 10 years ago.
Haha. Got the truth.
Man, oh man.
Those are the days.
Honestly, as I always will sit there and say this, shout out to Villen, Young Dream Chasers Change the World, RDC, feel me. What's going on with my behalf? Nothing serious. I officially started this is officially my business. I filled out the paperwork and I got an EIN number on it for this. So this is my
Let's
business.
go.
Feel me?
Let's go. Yeah, yeah.
Listen, we celebrate. Listen, we learn from our wins and losses, and we celebrate our wins and losses, bro. So listen, I
Fact.
want to thank y'all for all the support that y'all been helping me with. Right? If y'all need it, listen, I am a video editor. If y'all need if y'all need me to edit any videos, DM me at 2434businesses@gmail.com. I posted a clip on that on my Instagram page. I know my son Villen and I show love. Appreciate you, my guy.
Fact. Fact.
Man, oh man. I'm gonna tell you this much. Remember, every good brand has a great team of people behind you, and it's always very important that I cannot do a lot of this stuff I'm doing right now while my boy Villen right here. One thing I'm gonna take away from that we did from the last video, I'm gonna try to give everybody in here an inspirational quote. Because in the end of the day, I think sometimes a lot of times it becomes very easy to get discouraged when everything doesn't feel like you're going your way. But I always want to sit there and give someone something positive that they can take from every single video. The quote is: in your whole entire life, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna learn, you're gonna grow, and you're gonna learn from them.
So,
If you're scared to make a mistake or you're scared to mess up, I promise you won't go nowhere in your life. Now, my rule of thumb is, when you make your mistakes, do your best to fix it. If you can't fix it, learn from it. Because in the end of the day, the reality of the situation is everybody in here is all collective. Listen, we all have a purpose and we all have a goal and we all have a dream. And sometimes we may not find our purpose on the first go or the second go or the third go. But honestly, if we are out here grinding and constantly improving, I promise you will achieve everything you want to achieve. Stay in faith, stay in prayer, and keep on grinding. And that's all I gotta say about that. Dylan, is there anything else you want to leave us off with?
I got nothing to say that was as powerful as that, my brother. You're gonna leave it at that.
Listen, with that being said, thank y'all for tuning into the What.Da.Hecpodcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the drill. We turn
Turn
that.